What's up guys, and welcome to another YuGiOh DUel Links video. So as you all know, KC Cup has finally ended, and now we are greeted with a new event, and that is the 3 Emperors of Illiaster. So let's check through the event flow real quick and see what we're gonna be dealing with. So if you remember, this event actually came about 2 to 3 months back, if you remember correctly, and this is actually a dice board kind of a story related progressive kind of event where you have to collect the different dice and slowly progress throughout the entire areas as you can. But enough about that. We'll check on the event flow even deeper when we click into the icon. So let's check out the recommended rewards. First off, we will obtain a new skill that's only available after the 22nd of April on this coming Friday for both Primo and Aporia. And next up is the event exclusive cards, which are Grenell Top. So as usual for Maclord support cards, it self-destructs if there's no Maclord Emperor on the field. But if you do, once per turn you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, negate the effects and of that monsters until the end of this turn. So this basically negates your opponent's monster's effect until the end of the turn, and this could be helpful, or this is actually quite situational if you want me to be honest. So unless your opponent's monster have certain effects that actually trigger by negating your activation or anything else, then this card will be quite useful in that terms of saying. But overall, if you're playing a Maclord Emperor deck and you want it to be much more Maclord Emperor kind of deck, if you want me to say it like that, then you can put this card in just to fill that spot and see how the effects and how your deck entirely can run. Next up is a synchro monster called Dark Highlander, level 7 fiend type monster, and it requires a fiend type tuner and a non-tuner fiend type monster overall. So if you're gonna play a full on fiend kind of deck, then this card is basically what you must have because its effects are very good. First off, neither players can synchro summon monsters, and once per turn, you can target a monster your opponent controls that is equipped with an equipped card, destroy all equipped cards equipped to that monster, and if you do, inflict 200 burn damage for each of those equipped cards. So aside from being a part that prevents both players from synchro summoning any monsters on the field, while Xyz and Fusion as well as Tribute Summoning are also available in that sense. But for those synchro based deck, this card is basically the one way to stop the entire flow of their deck and prevents them from running and bringing out other new synchro monsters overall. And not to mention, if you remember, there's an equipped card that when it is destroyed, it banishes the monster that it was equipped to. So that's actually one of the few combos you can go around that. But if you're gonna play something more focus and much more generic, then you can forget what I just said and focus on this big boy on level 7, 2800 points of attack and 2300 defense overall, and not to mention blocks any synchro summon while this card remains on the field. So do whatever you can to protect this bad boy, because this monster is definitely gonna be one way stop to prevent your opponent from synchro summoning anything that they want to. Next up is the previous event cards like Armory Call and also Vice Berserker. If you did not obtain this card in the previous event, this is your chance to do so right now. And also, before I go into anything else, there's one thing I'd like to announce, and that is we hit 122 subscribers. Yeah! So I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting me thus far and checking out my content. To those of you who have just clicked into my videos, welcome. My name is KaneNot and I do YuGiOh DUel Links related content, and sometimes I do a bit of art and also YuGiOh Master Duels on the site. But enough of that, let's just continue on with the news in YuGiOh DUel Links. So what's next on the list is that there's a new character that's gonna appear in YuGiOh DUel Links, and he's gonna be appearing in YuGiOh DUel World. Not Dark Side Dimensions, not GX, not 5Ds, not Zexal or Archvice, but in YuGiOh DUel World. And that character is Paradox. So you stand a chance of obtaining Fiendish Portrait and also Loud Cloud the Storm Serpent. So if you do not know who Paradox is, He's basically a character that appeared in a movie called YuGiOh Bonds Beyond Time. It's a movie that actually showed the three main characters of the original series GX and 5Ds, meaning Yugi, Jaden, and also Yusei. So if you have yet to watch that movie, I do recommend checking it out because it's actually quite a quick, nice movie to watch. And also it introduces us to the archetype of Malefic. That's right, Paradox uses the archetype called Malefic, the Malefic archetype overall. So aside from that, he also appeared in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as one of the few characters who actually Zone and also Bruno were alongside with in the alternate future where of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds where the Yusei engine destroyed the world and all that stuff. So the lore behind the Paradox himself is actually quite deep. If you want to check it out, you can check out the videos by TGS Anime, who goes in depth on the different characters and also their lores and also their studies and what deck they use overall. So that's basically it for the announcement for the new legendary duelist coming in, as well as the event exclusive rewards for the 3 Emperors of Illiaster. And as per usual, whenever you log into YuGiOh Duel Links, you'll obtain the free dice fragments and bonus dice fragments as you progress throughout this entire round. So as you progress throughout this entire thing, there are actually a few other areas for you to complete, and also you must use a certain duelist to actually defeat the legendary duelist or actually like the characters that actually appear there. So by completing the first round, you'll obtain the Granal Top, then Vice Berserker, then the third round you'll obtain Armory Call, the last round at the fourth round, which is Dark Highlander, and finally the last round, which is the completion icon that says you completed this entire event as a whole. So that's pretty much it for this entire thing, and it's pretty much straightforward. So for each round you must complete 4 different areas overall. So as you can see, this is actually the first area, and the legend duelist right there that I'm clicking on is called Sherry LeBlanc. She appears in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds as one of the few duelists who's actually quite very waifu material if you ask me. And before we continue on, let's do the quick lottery to see what we can obtain. And thus far, we get to obtain any of the cards, but that's fine as well. And as you click onto the roll dice icon, you will go towards the duelist of that particular level, which is the ghost, and you are given the choice to select between normal or hard. So as you can see, the requirements is that you must use Yusei Fudo to defeat the ghost, win the duel within 6 turns, and also perform a synchro summon in 1 turn. So since the current character I'm equipped with is actually Crow Hogan, I need to change to Yusei Fudo real quick. And for the support items, you can obtain them by completing different rounds or landing on the different these mystery dices that you see on the field right there. And once you obtain them, you can basically use them to progress towards which dice or which zone you want to land on. It's just pretty helpful overall, considering most of the things here are actually you want to obtain like extra stuff, and looks like we need to retry. Sorry about that, connection error as per usual. So right now we're switching to Yusei real quick and go towards the duel for the first round against Ghost. So basically in this event duel, basically everything is a speed duel, so you will obtain the speed counters and so forth. So let's go towards the duel and show you how this duel, because it's not a usual dueling video, but actually at least one duel, am I right? Right. So now speed duel and also slowly progress throughout this entire round. And as you can see, for the spell counters, based on how much spell counters you have generated during that turn, Via normal summoning and synchro summoning monsters, you can increase your counters and activate a few other skills that are currently available. So for example, I currently have 7 counters. I can select the counters of 4 to 6. So currently I can do it right there, but let's see. And since Junk Servant's effect is actually not once per turn, I can activate this following skill. So I can bring out a level 4 lower by bring out Junk Changer onto the field. Then I'll special summon my Junk Servant. And I can synchro summon into Lightning Warrior real quick. Okay, and now I set a card face down and we progress. So now attack, deal burn damage of 900, and final attack is Stardust Charge Warrior 2000 in the face. And also, since the mission circuit is also going on, you stand a chance to obtain more gems, more skill chips, or certain other random items. It's pretty much randomized, so it's not 100%. So as you can see, this is basically a few other episodes that progress towards the entire storyline. And if you want to check out the different other stories that are currently available as you play along this event, you can check them out in the scene album right above the card lottery to see what other episodes you have finally unlocked. Okay, so that's about it, and that's about the event flow for this particular event. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'd like to say thank you once more for supporting me and getting me up to 122 subscribers. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you. So here's the outro. I hope you guys will have fun in this event, obtain that particular synchro card, Dark Highlander, and we'll have fun and progress out this entire event as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time in the upcoming video, tomorrow or the day after, depending on what cards or what kind of new stuff we can obtain from this entire event. And if you want, I can also record all the scenes from this particular event so that you guys can see the story mode one by one. So until then, stay safe but keep dueling, and goodbye. Thanks again for 120 subscribers.